Sex sells, and to be quite frank, it's pissing me off. Hello guys, Meandering Zizmoo here. Today is going to be a little bit of a rant, but also hopefully a video that will be able to help you out with a little bit of self-esteem issues that we all have. So I just want to footnote this video with, if you use sex and your sexiness and your body in order to promote your products, to earn a living, go for it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I'm here for you. I support you. Anybody who makes money off sex work or uses images like that to promote their own products, brilliant. Go for it. However, there's some people that don't want to. There's some people that feel like they're inadequate, and it's because of the systematic fail. So one thing you'll find traveling through the internet is clickbait. The majority of clickbait is a photo of a woman either with her tits out or her arse on show. You'll then click on this video, watch the whole video, and it's not in said video. Another example of this is women wearing skimpy outfits just so they can get views. You'll see this a lot on social media. I myself have been a victim of this. I say being a victim. On two examples, I have a video which is one of my stretch workout of the week sessions. In this video, the thumbnail is of a genuine move that does feature in the video, but my bum looks quite pronounced. I will tell you now that that video has 3 times the views as some of the very similar videos on my channel because of that thumbnail. Another example of this is one of my early vlogs when me and my friends went to Prague. The title of that video features the words sex machine. That is, to this day, is still my highest views videos and still gets the most views per week. Literally because it has sex in the title. And I know it's genuinely not from people who are trying to find Prague videos, because I can also see where people have come from when they're doing searches through YouTube. And some of them are literally like girls sex. So you know where that's coming from. So when it comes to social media, is we say, well, surely that you can't defraud your audience by showing something that isn't in the video. Also, YouTube have tried to protect against it by banning certain words, or at least demonetizing videos with certain phrases. So this video will probably get demonetized because I've said sex a lot already. You will also find that these videos with nudity or near nudity in the thumbnails also get demonetized. But the issue with that is that they're still pushed forward by the algorithms because they still get a lot of views. So who's it helping? If you set out to use sex to sell your product, excellent, carry on with it. But I feel that there's a lot of social media influencers that started out just trying to sell their product or just trying to be an open platform where they're interacting with their fans, but I've had to use these methods of taking these skimpy photos or using the clickbait in their thumbnails just to get views. Heck, I've considered it. So once again, Instagram themselves, they tried to make it so you're not defrauding the audience by making sure that people don't put up highly photoshopped photos of themselves or photos of them in sexual positions or skimpily clad clothing. However, once again, who's that helping? It's not helping the person who's actually in that position using those thumbnails or those photos, because they're just getting demonetized but the content isn't getting taken down. Or if it is, it's messing them up. There's a huge double standard within the social media industry when it comes to these kind of images. And this is why social media influencers continue to post these kind of images, because it sells. So where does this leave the common person? How does this affect the average person? For one, it makes everybody think that if they can't post a photo of themselves in underwear, then they're less adequate than somebody else. A lot of us have felt this pressure. Once again, I've proved it, is that I've posted photos of me distorting my body into certain angles so I look thinner than I actually am, and they're the posts that get the most views. You can even go as far as, say, when I straighten my hair. Yeah, I straighten my hair to feel a little bit better about myself, but why do I feel like this? Once again, because when I look a certain way, I get more interaction from viewers. And this can have a huge influence on what is put out on social media and how we consume social media. So regarding this, is that you do not have to look a certain way to feel good about yourself. And this works both ways. If you like to put on makeup to make yourself feel good, go for it. If you don't want to put on makeup, you are as adequate as everybody else. it doesn't make you less of a person, and it doesn't make you less deserving. This also harks back to body positivity. You're allowed to feel positive about yourself no matter what you look like, no matter the size of your body. You can be underweight, you can be overweight, you can be disabled. Just because you might be working on a goal to change these things, i.e. you're trying to lose weight, it doesn't mean that you can't feel happy about yourself at that time. We need to be kind to ourselves. It's so important in this climate, especially since our social media consumption has gone up, especially since we've been in isolation. Some of us are young and on our own, and we're just consuming images of people who generally don't look like that in real life. And there is so much pressure, especially in the fitness industry, to look a certain way. There's some companies out there who are trying to break this stereotype and making everything a lot more inclusive. But I will tell you now, as a personal trainer, it's one of the few jobs where your worth is equated to how you look. Apart from possibly being a model, where you are literally based on your looks, being a personal trainer, you do get judged on how much knowledge you have with how you've sculpted your own body, which they don't generally actually come hand in hand. I'm fit, I am healthy, I exercise every single day, but I will probably still get someone who looks at me, see that I've got a little bit of extra body fat, and be like, she doesn't know what she's talking about when it comes to training somebody else. And unfortunately, this is the kind of prejudice that a lot of us feel. And I feel this from a job point of view, but some of you will feel this just from a general looking point of view and how you look. Because if you can see these people getting so much love and praise because they're using a system which is systematically flawed, because they're only looking like that because they want the views and they need the money, that is making you feel less worth of a person. Social media is such a slippery slope, and you've got to be so careful when you're judging yourself and comparing yourself to others. Because trust me, half of them don't look like that. I did want to do this video when I had a little bit more time to collect my evidence and my research, but I've been thinking about it so much today that I just had to throw this video out there. So apologies if this doesn't really make any sense, but hopefully this will help at least one of you. There are so many avenues I can go down which relates to this topic, such as people promoting products like fit tea remedies in order to lose weight or look a certain way. Trust me, they did not lose that weight from drinking a tea, sorry, almost swore. It takes hard work and dedication, and a lot of the fitness industry likes to keep people confused and make it out to be harder than it is, but that's a whole different topic. But one thing I did want to go through with you today is about angles, and angles in photos and what makes people look a certain way. So like I said, I'm fit, I'm healthy, but I'm not as slim as some of my photos make me look. I'm going to show you one trick. If you don't know about angles and how to angle your body, I'm going to show you this. Excuse the slippers. So I've got high-waisted leggings on for a start. That cinches everything in. These are lovely and tight, so that makes everything pulled in. If I was wearing trousers down here, obviously I'm going to look different. I'm going to have squidge. Nothing wrong with that. I want to say that right now. There is nothing wrong with this. Trick number 2, standing not just side on, bringing your back leg round, contorting your body in such a way, sucking it all in and making it all look lovely and slim, bringing your hand out and twisting it over. If you want to know if somebody is contorting their body like that, have a look at the position of their feet. If their back leg is around and standing in front of their other leg, generally that brings out a little bit of a booty pop, makes your bum look bigger. Yeah, I have quite a pronounced bum, but it's not quite as big as that. And I'm probably going to use this for a thumbnail. I do find it quite hard for me to get my point across about body positivity because I'm not someone who exists in a larger body. But trust me when I say is that I probably know more people who are thinner than me, have serious body issues, and it doesn't seem to matter what size you are, everybody has experienced the hate towards themselves. So when I talk about body positivity, I mean everyone should try to be kind to themselves because it's so important. One thing you've got to remember is how you talk about yourself or to yourself, calling yourself disgusting and fat and all those really nasty things, useless. You know, it doesn't even have to be on a physical level, it can be on a mental level. If you heard yourself say that to someone else and direct it at them, you wouldn't say it. So why say it to yourself? Once again, there are so many different topics I could cover, but they deserve their own videos, even those angle ones. I would love to make a whole video on that. So if that's something you're interested in, please do let me know, because I really do think it will help a lot of people. So harking back to why I went on this rant in the first place is because I know exactly how to get more views, but I don't want to use those methods to get them. And this is probably where a lot of other people stand in my industry. We have a lot of knowledge, we have a lot of expertise that we want to share with you, but majority of us can't get it across without wearing a skimpy outfit and posting a photo that's so contorted to our thumbnails that makes people actually get involved with the views. And unfortunately, sex sells, which I'm not hating on. Girls, if you want to exploit that system, bloody well go for it. So hopefully this isn't too muddled. I feel like I've kind of got my view across here and probably not really made much sense. So if there's any of these subjects you want me to target just a little bit more and specifically talk about that one subject, I'll go for it. But this was just a general rant about that I don't want to show my bum off to get views, even though I might have to. It's more of a desperate plea than a rant. So once again guys, I've been Meanders of Moo. Feel free to like and subscribe and give the videos without bums or boobs in the thumbnail some love. They're probably the ones that need it. And guys, I'll see you next week. Peace. Also, can we normalise camel toe? Women have vaginas, vaginas be. Let vaginas be. So yeah, trust me when I say angles are everything. This is generally what I look like, nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that before anybody moans at me. This, and this, I'm not even really good at this. But notice how my voice has changed, because it takes a lot of effort to stand like this. If I look at my quads, look at my butt, look how thin my waist is looking. Yeah, that's the power of angles.